The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now.
It says there is no Epstein client list. The systematic review revealed no incriminating client list. Today, according to the FBI and the Justice Department, there is nothing at all to this Jeffrey Epstein story. Please stop talking about it. There will be no further information released.
Okay, guys, I know we usually don't do the conspiracy stuff, but we are going to do one more Epstein video, as it's all too hilarious to watch this conspiracy that MAGA promoted collapse on their head, where X is a really funny place to scroll right now with all the cope from MAGA users. But leave us a like on the video if you can. It lets us know you enjoy this kind of content. And we have some Rachel Maddow reporting on how the Trump administration is clearly lying about something.
Trump administration acknowledges lack of evidence from Epstein documents. After months of promising big revelations, Attorney General Pam Bondi acknowledges a lack of evidence for a host of conspiracy theories, including a, quote, client list. Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi, in fact, not only said there was a Jeffrey Epstein client list that Trump had ordered her to review and release to the American people. She not only said there was a Jeffrey Epstein client list, she said that she had it in her possession on her desk.
One of the things that you alluded to, and this is something Donald Trump has talked about, the DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump.
So let's discuss logic, because this leaves us with only two possible outcomes being true. Trump either knowingly has been lying this entire time about a conspiracy because he knew his base believed in it, and he knew that he could use it against Democrats to paint them in a bad light and the media in a bad light, as if they all had something to hide, which would instantly call into question the credibility of everything that he or the right has ever said about Democrats, media, and everything. Or he was telling the truth and has now realized that this list that Pam Bondi said she had, as you saw in this clip, would incriminate him beyond a reasonable doubt as a participant in the action. So he decided, rather than let that go out, do a full 180, meaning MAGA supports a PDF file. So you tell me in the comments which you believe.
New statement today from her department, the U.S. Department of Justice, says there is no Epstein client list. The systematic review revealed no incriminating client list, according to today's DOJ memo. These guys have been hyping the whole Epstein conspiracy theory for years. I mean, this is the guy who Donald Trump appointed to be deputy director of the FBI.
I've already told you the Epstein story. Let's just say a friend who knows about something, if you've heard the story, was on the plane with Clinton with the Epstein thing, and he said, I'm out of here, Daddy-O. I told that story quite a few times, so I know a lot about this story. There are a lot of people who know old Jeff. A lot of people. So it's kind of weird, like this client list is about to come out. Everybody got quiet all of a sudden.
Clips like these matched up with the response from these very same people now that Trump has said, well, they don't exist, is the most funny thing to me. Go find them on Twitter. They'll never not be hilarious. These people built their entire worldviews and personalities around these really stupid conspiracies, honestly, many of which have latched onto Trump solely because he'll give credence to them where others won't, only for him to now be the one to shut them down when they thought they had finally won. Because in my opinion, and again, not the least bit well read on this conspiracy stuff, I like to ground myself in fact and empiricism, but it makes no sense to me that there would be a client list anyway. But the extent to which the Trump administration put forth that there has to be now makes them culpable in this, right? But it's not like it's Dr. Doofenshmirtz we're talking about here that would just leave evidence lying around for the people to find. Like, we're talking about real criminals with the wealth to cover their tracks. So I doubt that there was a list, but for years, MAGA said Democrats wouldn't release the list because they were on it. But now you have MAGA saying, of course, Trump is claiming the list is fake because, well, who cares and it doesn't matter anyway. So what side are you on?
Today, according to the FBI and the Justice Department, there is nothing at all to this Jeffrey Epstein story. Please stop talking about it. There will be no further information released. Client list, what client list? We will not be talking about this anymore. There will be no further information. You should stop talking about this, except maybe if it is raised, on the gold spray-painted television sculpture on the National Mall. Maybe you could learn something about it there, but otherwise, now that Donald Trump is the head of the U.S. federal government, we're just, no.
I'll tell you what gets me about all of this, especially the conspiracy brain stuff, is that these people with no evidence whatsoever will believe that, like, oh yeah, the 2020 election was rigged. With no evidence whatsoever, they'll be like, yeah, all of Trump's charges were rigged. With no evidence whatsoever, they'll be like, the sexual assault, the fraud cases, lawsuits, they were all rigged. Numerous things, all rigged. No evidence needed. You know, just intuition and vibes and what Trump told them. But then you have Trump walking into teen beauty pageants and then bragging about it on Howard Stern's show, telling a 10-year-old on camera or on audio that he would date her in 10 years, on the Epstein flight log 7 times and in numerous videos with him where he called him a close friend and even said that he likes girls on the younger side just like Jeffrey does. And MAGA will be like, nope, not enough evidence for me. I'm going to keep voting for him because we have to see him in video to believe it. That's not evidence. It's incredulous amounts of code, like incredulous amounts.